Hello student, let's discuss on biodiversity and its conservation. What is biodiversity? Bio means living, so diversity means we're referring to varieties of these living organisms. So biodiversity refers to the variety and the variability among the living organisms and the ecological complexes. When we say ecological complexes, we are referring to the abiotic factors like temperature, pressure, sunlight, water. So the variety and variability of the living organisms and the ecological complexes that occur in that particular ecosystem is referred to as the biodiversity. The term biodiversity was first coined by a person named Rosent in the year 1985. Now let's discuss on the various component or level of biodiversity. The first level or component of biodiversity is the genetic diversity. Genetic diversity represents the diversity at the gene level, and it represents the diversities in the genes and the alleles. For example, in human beings, there are about 30,000 to 40,000 genes. So this variety of gene that is present in the human body represent the genetic diversity. Now the second level is the species diversity. Species diversity represents the total number of species found in a particular ecosystem. The more the species diversity, the more rich is the ecosystem. So species diversity refers to the variety of species or total number, how many species are found in one particular area. That is referring to as the species diversity. The third level is the ecological or community diversity. This diversity reflects the number of niches, trophic levels, and other various ecological processes. This diversity at the diversity at the community levels can be further differentiated into three types. Now the first type is the alpha diversity, the second is the beta diversity, and the third is the gamma diversity. So ecological or community diversity refers to the total number of niches. When we say niches, we are referring to the place where the organisms is found. So niches is the place where organisms is found, and trophic level here we are referring to the feeding levels. That's the example, deer feeds on plants, and this deer is again fed by the tiger. So these feeding levels is referred to as the trophic level. So this number of niches, the trophic levels, and other ecological process represents the diversity at the community or the ecological diversity. Now let's discuss on the different categories or levels of the community or ecological diversity. The first types of ecological diversity is the alpha diversity. When we say alpha diversity, we are referring to the diversity within the community. So diversity that is found within the community, I mean the organisms that is the diversity that is present in the organisms occupying the same particular geographical area is referred to as the alpha diversity. So this type of diversity are found in those organisms which are occupying the same particular geographical area. Therefore this diversity, this alpha diversity, is also referred to as the local diversity. Now the second type of community diversity is the beta diversity. This diversity represents the diversity between the communities that is occurring in different geographical areas. I mean, it can be in same or different geographical areas. So in a particular geographical area, there are different communities are found. Communities of plant, communities of animals. So even among the communities of animals, there are different type of animals. Even among the communities of plant, there are different type. Among the communities of plant, there are different type of plants. So this diversity between the communities that is occurring in the same or different geographical area is referred to as the beta diversity. Now the third type of ecological or community diversity is the gamma diversity. Gamma diversity is also called as regional diversity, and it represents total richness of a species found in different geographical areas. So in different geographical areas, how rich is one geographical area from other geographical area, this is referred to as the gamma diversity. So for example, let's take an example of species compositions between the coral reefs that is found in the Andaman Island and that of the coral reef that is found in the Gulf of Kutch in Gujarat. This species composition between these two areas represent the gamma diversity. Now let's discuss on the next topic, that is the extinction. What is extinction? Extinction refers to the total disappearance of a species or a taxonomic group. Now there are following type of extinction. The first type of extinction is the natural or background extinction. This extinction refers to the extinction occurring due to the change in the environmental conditions. With change in the environmental conditions, some of the species disappear as they cannot adapt to the change in the environmental condition, and some of the species which are better adapted to this change in environmental conditions, they reappear and they take the place of the species that has been extinct. So this type of extinction occurring due to the change in the environmental conditions is referred to as natural extinction or background extinction. The second type of extinction is the mass extinction. In the geological history, there are episodes of large-scale extinctions millions of years ago. So this type of extinction is referred to as mass extinction. And the third and the last type of extinction is the anthropogenic extinction. Anthropogenic here referring to the human activities. So extinction occurring due to the human activities like overexploitation of resources or even indiscriminate use of the biological resources. So this type of extinction occurring extinction occurring due to human activities is referred to as anthropogenic extinction. So under extinction we have three types of extinction, that is natural or background extinction, the second is mass extinction, the third is the anthropogenic extinction.